But first, you should get a coffee because I have a feeling that this is going to be a long video, even though I don't know how long it will take, but since you're watching the video already, you probably know how long it is, but let me just take a wild guess. It's going to be about, I want to keep it under 20, but it's most likely going to be 30. So yeah, and I better stop talking and start. I want to share my travel book with you. It is a California trip that I just came back from. We went to, as you can tell, Laguna Beach, Huntington Beach, and Santa Monica. So, oh, well, I'm just saying it's going to be long because look at this. It's quite a thick book. So, I'm not going to go into detail, but I just want to walk it through page by page since I'm pretty happy with it. And you know, since I spent so much time doing it, I just want to share it with everyone. This album is a, oh my gosh, my fingers are so chubby. This album is a October afternoon. I think it was the, yes, it was the, what is that called with the fair, with the circus fair theme? No, not Cakewalk. Anyways, you probably know what I'm talking about. It's the only collection that's that has a white undertone. So this is their album, and then I also use the chapters, which is the page inserts for that collection. And when I embellish, well, it comes in kind of like a cardboard gray color, right, like this color, but I wanted to make it colorful, but since the undertone is so dark, it was very hard to make it soft, and that was my intention. So I sprayed it with Mr. Huey's pink, blue, and yellow, hoping it would come out soft, but it did not. So it's very dark. Anyway, see, that's the kind of detail I don't want to go into because it'll take forever. Okay, I'm gonna skip that. So I just embellished it and used kind of the little stickers from various lines to spell out the name places, and then the date that we went on. It was a 10-day trip. We went from the 16th to the 26th of June. And then the first page is so how I did this journaling, how I started this was on my way there. Well, throughout the trip, I just journal every day. I take about 10 minutes every day to journal. That way my memory is fresh and I don't have to come back and try to think about the details. I just write down whatever happened that day. So this is when we were on the way to the airport, and I bought this, we bought him this backpack. It's so cute. It has a little bear on it when he was really, really young, and this is his first time using it. And he just looks so grown up. And then I just journaled a bit. It was at the airport. He was just helping out, and he, as in my son. And yeah, he was just, you know, he's such a good little traveler. I think this is what I journaled about. He's just no fuzz, just following us everywhere and just helping out and just getting a lot of attention, because I think people think he's really cute because he's very capable. And this was just at the airport. I used the fuse tool. That fuse tool really comes in handy in this project because I wanted to include a lot of photos, but I did not want to print out big photos, otherwise my album would have been like this thick. So I print out all my photos in 2x2s. And photos. This was all at the airport. And then this was when we arrived in LA airport and we were on our way into Laguna Beach. We got a sticker from the airline. It's a puppy sticker. They're on top of with they're on top of the scrapbooking trend. So this is the first chapter, and it's the Laguna Beach chapter. I got I think this is a little postcard that they put in the rooms of the hotel, and I just thought this shot was really beautiful. I shut my eyes in order to see. And then I took a picture with my little Instax, is that what it's called? Yes. And the color doesn't come out nearly as beautiful as it should be, but this is a shot from my balcony. It's just so beautiful. This is the coast and this is the ocean. So I was just journaling about how beautiful the view was and how this is his first beach vacation, and it really is the beaches there is one of the most beautiful beaches in the world. And just more photos. When he arrived, he was so dead tired, and then he fell asleep at 6 p.m. because we have a time change. So for us, it was really 10 p.m. and he fell asleep at 6 p.m. and that gave us a perfect chance to order room dining, and we ate our dinner, me and my husband. In this picture, my son is standing on our balcony, and look at how crazy gorgeous the view is. And their restaurants and their food there at the Ritz Hotel is one of the best, yummiest food we've ever tasted. We ate room dining almost every single day because my son doesn't really like to be sitting down at restaurants, and we rarely go to restaurants. So when we travel, room dining is, you know, one of our friends. This was just a little booklet they gave us when we arrived, and that was our room card. And this is a little picture my son drew on their paper pads, and this is just photos. Oh, and when we got there, he got a little welcome toy. Oh, this is the welcome toy. It's like it's sand toys, and on there they included, oh, see this tag? It's this tag right here. I kept it. They just spelled out their name right there. That's see, that's some crafting that they're doing right there. And the beach that we're at there is actually called Salt Creek Beach, and just gorgeous. Every single day we need to take this pathway. It's quite long down to the beach. And I don't know if you want me to talk about the pictures, but I guess I can. Just briefly, this is like a welcome chocolate plate that they got us, and they got us some champagne, and we didn't even drink it because we're not big drinkers. And then we ordered a potty to be sent to the hotel because we didn't want to bring one, and he has his own potty there. And then here I journaled about how he was afraid of the beach. He's not afraid of the beach, he's afraid of the waves and the ocean. And when you think about it, it could be pretty scary if you have no idea what it is. Like, you just see huge water coming towards you that's really loud. So he was only willing to stay on the beach, which we're okay with, but he also didn't let either me or my husband to go into the water either, because he probably thinks, I don't know, we're gonna be taken by the water or something. And here I just put a little picture here. We were walking along the pathway, and then he spotted a little bunny in there. Children, they just have such good eyes, and they notice the little things that we don't. And just lots of pictures. So pretty much every day is just beach, beach, beach. And since we can't be in the water, we're just staying on the beach too. So on the third day, we went into downtown Laguna, and it was just so beautiful. So many things to see, so many restaurants, and the most beautiful part is their boardwalk and beach. Let me turn on the light. And here's just some pictures. There's a playground that he was playing in, and this is really funny. This is a dad making huge bubbles. He has 3 kids, so I guess he was making bubbles for the kids, but little did he know he attracted like 30 kids. They were just following this dad and trying to pop the bubbles. And then, yeah, when we're taking the train, it was like a free trolley downtown, and we just can't believe they, you know, give you that kind of service there, and it's just amazing. And here I just talked about how the food there is just super delicious. And here he's chomping on a bacon. He discovered bacon for the first time, and I think he's hooked, and who isn't? Here's just more pictures, him running on the beach acting wild. I used a lot of the October Afternoon 2x2 journaling cards. And yeah, just random photos. And there's a basketball court there facing right on top of the hill of the beach, and I mean, that has to be the best basketball game ever. If you're playing there, you're just playing and then be distracted by the beach. It's just so beautiful. And then one thing we did gain on the trip is the fact that he loved swimming. He did not before. We have a pool in our condo, in our apartment, but he is normally afraid of it. But at this beach, at this swimming pool, the pool at the hotel, oh, he just loved it, and we're so happy about it. And then we came home and put him in the pool, and he just, you know, he continued liking it, and that has to be one of the best things that happened on this trip. And then here I just documented some food eating pictures. This was a French toast, and is the most yummy. Everything there is just the most yummy. French toast. And here I kind of journaled about, they have like a little supermarket in the hotel, and I can't believe how expensive everything was. And I think I just jot down the prices of a few things. Yes, $10 for a bottle of water, and $3 for a banana. One, okay? Not a bunch, one banana. And then, yeah, I was eating here. Moving on. Let's see. Okay, I think this is the end of, yep, that was the end of Laguna Beach. This, starting here, is Huntington Beach. This was a little booklet that they gave us when we arrived. I put our room cards in here. This was the Hyatt in Huntington, and there's just so many kids there, so many. So this first page I just put down because I had so many pictures from that place. I just put down, I just kind of did like a collage on the title page, and then I regretted it because I really wanted a proper title page for it. But whatever. So I just put down random pictures. The reason why I have so many pictures because we went to Disneyland, and it's a funny story because we did not plan to do that at all, and it happened that, and then we ended up actually going there twice because we are in love with Disney World. I think we're going to be one of those crazy families who are crazy obsessed with Disney World. Yeah, because we're going next week. We're leaving next week on our first Disney cruise, and we decided that after we came back from this trip. I know it's crazy, and I now understand why people are obsessed with Disney World. It's just makes you feel like, well, it's the happiest place on earth. Need I say more? Okay, so that was just a collage of random pictures. And then here, I think I journaled a bit about, yeah, the ride from that place, from that place to this place was an hour and he was really tired, so he took a nap right away. And then I think we went into the pool. Here is a map of the grounds. And here I journaled about how much he's loving water on this trip, and we're just loving that. They have a huge water park there at the Hyatt, and one of the main attractions were 3 water slides. As you can tell, maybe here, they're coming down a water slide, and I mean, kids can just be on that thing like 80 times a day and never get bored of it. I don't get it. And since I can't swim and I'm not very comfortable with going into the water, and especially going down a slide, I was just sitting poolside watching my son and my husband, and I was pretty happy with that because someone's gonna take pictures. I didn't print anything on this page. Oh, okay, so this is a map of Disneyland. I kept it and just the way it is. And then here I just journaled about why we decided to go to Disneyland, just like what I just told you. And the first day, it was so, yeah, we spent so many hours there, and then by the end of the night, he just passed out. This is my son. Oh, it's so dark. This is my son carrying being carried by my husband back to the hotel. He just fell asleep in the cab. And let's see, I have more photos here. This was the first day at Disneyland, and we just went into the kids section. Okay, let me try to remember what it's called. Let me see. The kids section, I knew we wouldn't have that much time, so we went to, yes, it's the Tomorrowland? Is that what it's called? Fantasyland? Okay, actually, never mind. We just went to the part where they have kiddie stuff. So, and of course, Downtown Disney is one of the most fun things that we can do there. We love shopping at Downtown Disney. We don't buy a lot really, but it's just so fun looking at all the merchandise. And this I wrote about is so funny. This little long-haired Mexican boy, he's just so cute. Mexican babies are so cute because they're all so chubby. I don't know why. And you know, chubby kids are the cutest kids, and then they have these huge eyes and they're just so cute. He had a bubble gun and he was shooting bubbles at kids. And kids loved it, and so did Link. So he was like so happy to shoot bubbles at him, and yeah. It's funny. And then this page I didn't journal too much because, well, I couldn't because it's all occupied, and I didn't want to cover it up because I think it's really cool. And I just put a picture of the merry-go-round there at the Disney World land. And then here I talked about our favorite ride there ever. It was my favorite, definitely. It's the it's a Small World ride. And yeah, my son was just so fascinated by everything in there. So it was our favorite ride. And here I journaled about so they have these at this little vending cart, I guess, they sell these huge turkey legs, and they're literally this big. They're like the size of my forearm probably, and they're just huge. Well, you know how big turkey legs are. It's a drumstick, and it's so funny, and you just eat it. And so funny, when I try to give it to my son, this was his face. He's like, Mommy, what are you trying to feed me? And then the whole time when we were eating, and here his mouth was all stuffed by the turkey leg, people were just staring at you because, you know, you're walking around with a huge drumstick and you just look kind of funny. This was a little picture. I just glued it on. I like this picture because it was And I journaled about it because I told him to go stand over there, and then he did, because I said, Mommy's gonna take a picture of you. And I never really thought he knew what that meant, but he actually walked over there and just stood there and waited for me to take the picture. And here I kind of got smart, because I instead of putting in many pages to contain these pictures, I just did kind of like a folding up thing. And I thought that was really clever of myself, because I don't want so many pages and it just makes the rings really tight. And anyway, small problem. So here are just pictures. Oh gosh, I don't think I can ever go into a teacup anymore. No matter, I don't even turn it and I just feel so dizzy. I'm one of those people who can't go into these rides anymore. They just make my head turn. And then I really wanted to go on that with my son, but my husband said, oh, I think that's too severe for him. And we didn't, but I really want to. I think all boys are like that, but my son right now is obsessed with trains. And here's just documenting our rides. Here we were sitting in the train. He was eating a churro. Very happy. One of his favorite animals, a duck. Yep. You can't see anything, can you? It's way too dark, huh? I don't know why, but when I print out photos with my Epson charm, it just makes photos that much darker. We have no idea why. And then moving on to the next chapter, it's the last destination of this trip is Santa Monica. Santa Monica is my, here I journaled about it, it's probably my most, it's one of my favorite cities in the world. I don't even know why, because I haven't been all over Santa Monica. Every time I'm there, I just stay on the main strip, like what is it called? Anyways, I forgot. But I just love that place, and I've been there 3 times in my life. The second time I went there, I was pregnant with my son, and maybe that's why I have so many good memories about it. And then this time, and then, you know, I was just, you know, dreaming about one day bringing my baby back, and here we are bringing him back after 2 years. Yeah. And we stayed at the same hotel. We really liked it. It's a shore hotel. It's just great. Like, the location, you just can't beat it. And this was the room key. And then just photos with minimal embellishment. Ate a lot of crepes because it was just quick. We can just grab it and go. Oh, look, what a nice use of space. Let's see what's funny. No, just normal pictures. There was a playground in the mall of the food court, and he was going crazy that afternoon. And this is one of my favorite pictures, a little girl eating cotton candy with the Ferris wheel in the background. So one of the famous attractions there is the pier. It's a Pacific Pier, Pacific Park, and it's just like, I think it was built in the, I want to say 60s, but that sounds really long. Anyways, everything in there is really dated, but it's still so much fun. We've never really liked it the past 2 times, maybe because we didn't have a kid, but this time, oh my gosh, we went there every single day and just played all they had to offer. This was a card that we used to ride rides, and that was a receipt. Here, what did I just journaled about. We had so much fun at the carnival. Yes, that's what I wanted to say. The carnival collection of October Afternoon. I forgot what it was called. Oh, someone tell me. Yeah, and he even won 2 prizes. He actually helped. Like, I'm not kidding. And here are just some pictures. Yep, this was one of the prize. It was a unicorn. It's so cute. And he went out on a lot of rides. And this one, you can't tell, but my face was freaked out. I was really scared here because it's actually scary. And here he was doing a ring toss. Yeah, we were just playing a lot of games and it was just so fun. And you know what? That is the end. I'm at 25 minutes. So that's kind of like a medium between, I said 20 to 30. This was a restaurant. I just kept some stuff that I didn't want to glue into the pages. A receipt from the Crate Place. This was our room card from the Hyatt, and my son discovered this sugar candy store and he was obsessed. And Air Canada tickets, our boarding pass, and Santa Monica map, and the Laguna Beach bus schedule that we took a lot of. Thanks so much for staying with me, and let me end it here right now. Thank you. Bye.